Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Mission Matters. My name is Adam Torres, and if you'd like to apply to be a guest on the show, just head on over to missionmatters.com and click on Be Our Guest to Apply. All right, so today I am in Atlantic City, New Jersey at the MicroCap Conference, and let me tell you, just listen to a panel, excellent panel, lots of companies represented here. This is our second or third year covering the MicroCap Conference for the Deal Flow event, Scott. It's been a ball. I was able to snag Doug, which you have been on my list. I was sending you emails. I'm like, I got to have you on the show. You're going to be here. So first off, welcome.
Well, it's my pleasure. Thank you. I'm glad it was fortuitous that I found you and that we put this together, so thank you very much.
Fantastic. So for yourself, this is my first time coming in person to the MicroCap Conference. Have you been to one of these conferences before?
So we're the lead sponsor, and we were a sponsor last year, and we thought it was important that microcap companies have a forum that independent from investment banks where they can come and tell their stories to the investment community and find other professionals who might be of service to them.
Now, what brings you as a lead sponsor? Why do you support this conference, like specifically? Like a lot of different things you can do, but what makes this special?
Well, what people don't realize, there are about 5,000 public companies in the United States of America, and everybody focuses on the Magnificent Seven, and that means there are a lot of other underrepresented companies, particularly the smaller capitalization companies. We specialize in those. I think of that as public venture in the public markets, and those companies are under investment banked. They are largely ignored by institutional investors. And so we wanted to create a forum where, again, they could tell their stories and get the word out on what they're doing and how they're contributing to the U.S. economy.
Talk a little bit more about your firm and what you do.
Well, thanks for asking. Ellenoff Grossman Schole has been in business for 33 years. We're 130 lawyers based in New York City, but we have offices in California, and we have remote workers around the world. We represent nearly 75 public companies, but we specialize in disruptive legal services practices. So what does that mean? It means, if you've ever heard of a SPAC, we're the number one law firm in the SPAC business. Same thing in pipes and registered directs and ATMs and a lot of other financial mechanisms that are unique to the smaller capitalization world, except for SPACs, which is also a big-time program nowadays.
Yeah. And so what keeps you so excited and so motivated about this space? A lot of different, with your background, everything, like as you mentioned before, focusing on the seven, all these other things. What keeps you so focused on this space?
I just think entrepreneurs are magnetic, and they're infectious. They're always out trying to do something new and innovative. And I find that is interesting to me. So learning about AI, well, most people, maybe my vintage, don't care about AI. But I spent the weekend on ChatGPT 4.0 seeing how it may disrupt the legal industry. It keeps me in conversations with my children who are technologically oriented. But most importantly, I just find it interesting, and I think there's just a range of activity that entrepreneurs, particularly in microcap securities, are pursuing at all times. And so I find it fascinating.
Any specific areas in the microcap company industry or otherwise that you're focusing on, just that interest you?
I would redirect the question if you don't mind. What interests me is, with the new administration, how can we bring more attention? How can we implement new policies to improve the universe for microcap securities so that they can raise more money, they can have more liquidity with their securities, and get the word out and help expand the mission that, since mission matters. And that's, so I like to think of myself as part of the mission and making missions come true for, in this case, this particular universe, even though we do it in all these other securities. And so I find that infinitely fascinating and rewarding.
And on the panel, we were just talking about like different ways that, companies can get their message and story out there heard, right?
Yes, and so that's why the Deal Flow folks who are sponsoring this event, it's important. As I said earlier, that it's the only independent forum where microcap companies can come and tell their stories. And unfortunately, like anything, there's a limited amount of resources for folks, and there's a limited amount of places for public companies to tell their story, to meet analysts, get analyst coverage, meet investment bankers, talk to investors one-on-one. And so this is a great way of doing it, and Dealflow does a fabulous job putting together their conferences.
Amazing. Last thing I want you to do, Doug, just look into the camera and tell everybody if they want to learn more about your firm, how do they follow up?
Well, Adam, thank you very much, first of all. If you're interested in speaking with us, you can get in touch with me through my website at egsllp.com. That's Edward, George, Sam, Larry, Peter.com. My name's Doug Ellenoff, and thank you very much, Adam.
Fantastic. And for everybody watching, just so you know, we'll definitely put the links in the show notes, so you can just click on the link and head right on over and check out the website. And speaking to the audience, if this is your first time with Mission Matters and you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe or follow button. This is a daily show. Each and every day we're putting out new content, new ideas, and hopefully new inspiration to help you along the way on your journey as well. So again, hit that subscribe or follow button. And Doug, man, appreciate you making some time for us.
Adam, thank you. Appreciate it.